Hi, Jess Albertson. I'm a skills performance coach here, and I also run the women's fit camp. First thing when they come in, I need to get an exercise, kind of also a health history. I gotta know how their body's moving, because there's really no point in me putting them through things if they can't actually do them. So I always make sure that I know how their body's moving, any surgeries, any sort of limitations they have. That way they don't get frustrated and then say, you know what, this just isn't for me. So I wanna make it be the best opportunity and the best experience they can have. So I kind of get to know them as a whole body, not just as someone who I'm just gonna take money from. So for new people, young and old, who are wanting to come train, first thing I want them to know is that you can do it. So don't ever limit yourself, think, oh, I'm too old, I can't do this, or I'm too young and I can't do this. I want you to know that deep down, it comes from the heart first. You gotta love it, you gotta be motivated for yourself, for your family, for whoever. You need to find why it is you wanna do this and believe in it, and just come to us and we'll finish it and get what you want. So that'd be the first thing that I would say to them first, is that you gotta want it internally before we can give you and get you better. 10 years ago, I would have said, why didn't you start sooner? I didn't really find my passion in softball until I was about 15 years old. So I was a little late in the game. So I wish I had started sooner. I wish I had started training back when I was 13, when I was really growing, because I didn't start training until I was 15, so kind of the body was kind of already set where it was going to be. Probably wouldn't have been as injured as much, because I would have already had that prehab already happening. So it's fantastic that we offer a program here for those young athletes to get them prepared for those heavy sports. So I think 10 years ago I said, I would tell myself, you should have started earlier, should have been rehabbing, should have been doing those preventative exercises to start with. And then also I think I would also say, I should have not been so hard on myself. I had it in me, I had the potential to be even better than what I turned out to be, and I had the support of David Wadeka, so I wish I had run a little bit more with that. So my women's fit camp, I think it sets itself apart is because I'm pretty darn hands-on. I make sure I look at each person differently. So when I set up those classes, I'm setting it up so that each person's gonna get the most out of each exercise. I also watch them very carefully. I know their limitations, and I can make modifications kind of on the fly, and these modifications won't make it easier. It will actually be harder for that individual. So I'm pretty good at having a pretty big exercise log in this brain here, so that they're still getting the benefits of that these exercises are intense, and so that even if they do have limitations, it's not going to make those workouts any easier for them. First off, I would probably get their goals. Same thing, I would take a health history, exercise history. If they don't have any, we would start it really slow. We would do probably some kind of more towards mini workouts, and then seeing how the body responds. Because we don't want to just bring them in, overwork them, and then make it so that they can't function afterwards. They can't walk, they can't do all sorts of things, because that's just going to turn people off. So when they first come in, I'm going to say, all right, we're just going to introduce these exercises. We're going to get your body moving and see how it responds later, so that we don't have any issues that come up later. You know, one response might be their blood pressure drops, or they feel really nauseous. So I want to know that ahead of time. And kind of work and kind of build up their stamina versus just killing them on the first workout. So I would kind of tell them too that, you know, we're going to be safe about it. I want you to be safe, and I want you to be able to continue and make this lifestyle change moving forward.